Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Troy, Michigan, we'll have your 16U Victory Honda versus 16U Bigbee Coffee. Live action. Victory Honda's 2-0 on the weekend so far. They have beat Little Caesar 7-4 on Friday night. They beat Bell Tire 3-1 yesterday. And they're matching up against Bigbee here this morning. And this will wrap up the end of the weekend for them before playing their first home games of the year against the Ohio Blue Jackets next weekend. So starting lineup here at center, number 3 from Commerce, Michigan, Braden Wade. At center, number 25 from Canton, Michigan, Nolan Kaminsky. At center, number 91 from Sylvania, Ohio, Tommy Spencer. Playing left wing, number 11 from Northville, Michigan, Patrick Thomas. Left wing, number 16 from Chesterfield, Michigan, Luke Plant. Left wing, number 22 from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Whit Denzen. Playing left wing, number 68 from Livonia, Michigan, Ethan Trubicki. Playing right wing, number 17 from Ludington, Michigan, Isaac Embry. Number 19 from Toledo, Ohio, Luke Schoen. Number 21 from Denver, Colorado, Ben Davis. Number 81 from Butler, Indiana, Jace Siebert. And playing defense for your Victory Honda, number 13 from Royal Oak, Michigan, Gabe Ruiz. Number 14 from Northville, Michigan, Ryan Sellers. Number 13 from Colorado, Quentin Flores. Number 62 from Michigan, Pierce Huey. Number 72 from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Darren Mikulski. And number 94 from Chesterfield, Michigan, Chase Reed. In goal, number 31 from Greenwood Village, Colorado, Mason Gudridge. And number 34 from Walled Lake, Michigan, Wesley Jefferson Smith. Your 16U Victory Honda head coach is Kyle Lawson, and the assistant coach is Mark Matera. We'll get you a starting lineup here as soon as we get this game going, and I know which goaltenders are going in net. Not sure if we're going to have Wesley or Mason in. So Honda's going to get their cheer going just in front of their net before they go to the bench. Cold one in here this morning. Fingers are already freezing. And Victory Honda is wearing their white uniforms for the first time this weekend, and they'll be going left to right in this first period. And we'll have number 91, Tommy Spencer, at center. On wing, we're going to have number 19, Luke Schoen, and number 11, Patty Thomas. On defense, we'll have number 62, Pierce Huey, and number 72, Garen Mikulski. And in between the pipes today, we will have number 34, Wesley Jefferson Swink II. All right, Spencer's in here to take the face off. He wins that back to Huey. Huey has it. Gains the line. He's able to send a cross-corner dump. Bigbee goes back to get possession. They try to come up, and Schoen shuts that down here on the near side. And Spencer's in. He sends it back to Huey. Huey sends it down low. Middle swing to the far side. Patty Thomas is first to the puck. That gets knocked off of his stick. And they peel off of Tommy and come through the neutral zone. They come into the offensive zone. They take a shot. They go high and over the net. And it comes out to their defenseman. Now Tommy has it. He moves it over here to this side to Schoen. It's behind them. They go back to get it, and they chip it in, and Huey's able to stop it right here in front. They sneak that one past, but down goes Reed, but that actually helped by him falling and stopping the play. Schoen has possession. He just pulls it. We have a 2-on-1 here. We have, looked like Denson was trying to hit Spencer on going to the net. Denson takes his guy down on the wall. Comes over to Ruiz, over to Reed. Reed takes a quick shot, and that's in the back of the net. 15:53. Victory Honda's up 1-0. Number 94, Chase Reed, scores from Ruiz, and I believe that was Embry. So 1:07 into the game, Honda has their first goal. We scored early yesterday, but didn't score many after that. Face-off gets one, and that comes back for Reed. He'll go behind his own net. He'll come up the far side, runs out of room, just chips it over to Kaminsky. Kaminsky takes a hit there in the neutral zone. Bigby throws it back out into the zone for Gabe Ruiz. Ruiz comes over here to this side. Embry's able to get a stick on it and throw it back down low. Bigby goes behind their goal line, plays it, goes far side. Gets turned over. Kaminsky now has it. Kaminsky chips it in, and he's first on the puck. His line mates are changing. Kaminsky's still moving his feet. He's still putting pressure on the defenseman down low, and they move it up to Drabicki. Drabicki has a streaking Ruiz going to the back door, and that was a great pass by Drabicki. But Ruiz, I think, looked to hit somebody on the back door instead of taking that shot. Kaminsky rolls it back up top to Reed. Reed takes that shot. Saved by the goaltender. Another save by the goaltender off of Drabicki's shot. Drabicki now gets that knocked off of his stick, and Bigby comes back the other way. And Wade's out here. Drabicki now has possession. Ruiz just throws a blind backhand pass out of reach of Reed, and Reed goes the far side, rims it up the other side. Bigby now has possession. They just throw it over here to the near side. They have a guy down the middle, and Reed's back to get it. Reed overskates that puck, but there's Drabicki. Drabicki moves it up to Wade. Wade has possession. He tries to just flip one high off the glass, and they come over here to the near side. They go back to D, and they stretch the ice up there, and Flores is going to go back to get it because Bigby can't handle that pass. Flores has possession. He's carrying it up here to the near side, right in front of your camera. He sends it back to Davis. Davis peels back, and he sends this off one in the corner and down behind, sends their defenseman back to get it again. Flores tries to hold in. Pinch, Siebert's out. He's able to hold it in. And down for Plante. Excuse me. And Bigby moves it up. Bigby comes the far side. They send it in, and that goes behind Wesley. Seller sends it here on the forehand side over to Siebert. Siebert's down low, moves it up to Plante. Plante has it. He hits Wade. Wade comes in the offensive zone. He takes a shot. That goes high over the net and hits the glass. Bigby's able to come out with it. Mikulski now has it here in the neutral zone. Mikulski stick handles through one and moves it over to Plante. Plante pulls up on his forehand. He tries to hit Siebert going to the net. Mikulski's down low. That bounces up over top of his stick. Mikulski now loses possession, and so does Siebert. Kaminsky now has possession. He takes that shot. He almost puts it in his own net. Plante's down on the forecheck. Here comes Kaminsky. He throws a bone-crushing hit out to Mikulski. Mikulski hits Plante right in the slot. He's trying to take it backhand, forehand, and not able to get on his stick. So that will come the other way to Pierce Huey. Huey's going to try to stretch the ice to Schoen. He stretches it to Schoen right up the ice. Schoen pulls it into the middle. He takes a shot, and Kaminsky's there for the rebound. They come back up low to high to Huey. Huey now has it. He can't move it low to high. He's got Kaminsky. He moves it over to Mikulski. Mikulski takes a shot. That goes high over the net. And Bigby goes the other way. Off of up. Into the zone. Mikulski seals his guy off. He cuts back, moves it up to Schoen. Schoen now has possession. Schoen sends it far side with Patty Thomas. Patty Thomas is coming into the zone behind the net. And he gets knocked off the puck, but Schoen has it. Schoen now has possession. He moves it low to high to Ruiz. Ruiz takes a shot. That's a deflection in front. I think that may have hit Spencer's stick. And Reed's down low. He gets tumbled down the ice, and Schoen's there. But Bigby now comes back up the other side. And they can't get much possession of the puck, so here comes Ruiz. He moves it to Reed, back to Ruiz, back to Thomas. Thomas is not able to hold on to that one, but Reed's there to get it, and he pulls it back to his zone. Back to Ruiz, who fans on that pass, moves it back over to Reed. Reed back over to Ruiz, the far side. See if we can get anybody to stretch this ice, and Ruiz tried to hit Spencer, and we will go for an icing with 11:28 to go in this period. And face-off will come back to the left of Wesley. And let's see if we got Wade out here. They win the face-off. They get tripped up. Sellers gets tripped up. No call. Bigby has possession behind the net. They try to go move it out, but we have a sticking away from Flores. Embry's putting pressure on his guy. And they come back up top, and that's going to come back down the length of the ice. Wesley stops that for Flores. Flores has it. He comes up the middle of the ice. He tries to hit Embry, but not to. And into Wade. Wade sends a soft one in on that, and we have a quick whistle there by the referee. Shuts that play down. Probably doesn't want to have any issues. Kaminsky out here to take the face off. Kaminsky wins that to Davis. Davis goes high over the net. Back down low for Trubicki. Trubicki now has it. He walks it up high to Flores. Flores over to Sellers. Sellers takes a quick shot. Nice little shot on net. The goaltender steers it to the corner. Now Kaminsky's in on it there. Down with Trubicki and Ben Davis. Trubicki, now has it. Davis is getting pressure from behind, and Bigby's able to exit the zone. Bigby sends it the length of the ice for a shot on goal from 175 feet away, and they move it up to Davis. Davis enters the zone, pulls up, slows down, tries to hit a Kaminsky, and he's able to stay with it, and Trubicki trying to get that rebound. Trubicki now sends it back behind the net. There's Kaminsky, tries to send it out front to Davis. And Davis is not able to get it finished getting a shot. And Bigby's going to come in the zone, and that kid was 3 feet offsides. So Tommy Spencer in to take the face off. Siebert and potentially Denson on the far side. I can't really see. And Bigby wins that face-off, so that'll go back for Huey. Huey's going to get possession. He has it behind the net. He moves it over to Mikulski. Mikulski stutter steps around his guy, sends it far side to Siebert. Siebert has it, moves it over to here to Spencer. Spencer goes far side to Plant. Sorry, that was Plant, not Denson. Plant gets knocked down, and Bigby's able to keep it out, and Mikulski's able to still have possession of it. Mikulski peels back and moves it over here to Huey. Huey now gains possession, and he sends it down the far corner. Spencer's in to get it. Comes back over Spencer's stick, and Huey now has possession. And Huey spins it back down low. So Bigby now has it. They have nothing but to do but to send it over top of everyone's head and try to send it to the length of the ice, but Reed's there. Reed goes and blows a tire behind the net. And Spencer's now able to pick it up. Spencer comes up the zone. He moves it here through the middle. He kicks it outside to Schoen. Schoen sends a nice little tip back into Spencer, and that goes over the net with Plant. Comes back up here to Reed. Reed back down low to Plant. Plant now walks to the middle. He's tried to hit it Ruiz, who's just ahead of him in the play. And Schoen stops it. Schoen has it, moves it to Spencer. Spencer spins, throws it back out to Ruiz. Ruiz mishandles it, and that comes out of the zone and enter Reed. Reed now has possession. Reed tries to cut to the middle and gets knocked off. Schoen does a nice little stutter step move there to get through. He flips it through another skate, and Luke's throwing a little Luke Hughes action out there. And Reed takes another shot. Tyler Thomas takes a shot. It comes back out to Reed with the rebound. And it's just a bomb fest right now, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Patty Thomas now with possession behind the net. Wade tries to move it out to Schoen and just deflected away. Reed takes a shot. Schoen gets his stick on it. And they try to come up, and Ruiz is now able to stop that and keep that. He dumps it back down low and sends it in Wade, and it jumps over his stick as he's knocked down. Referee takes a spill as he loses an edge. Bigby comes the other way, gets stepped up on by Sellers. He slows him down. And Patty Thomas now takes that one away from his stick. He has possession. He moves it up here to Sellers. Sellers now has it and sends it in deep. Drabicki's down, or Denzin to Wade. Wade now has possession. Wade moves it out here to Sellers. Sellers takes a shot. That gets blocked. And they send it back behind the net. Denzin's in on the forecheck there. Denzin puts pressure. Emery's down on his guy. And send Flores back to get it. Flores has it. He tries to go the length of the ice up to Kaminsky. Kaminsky keeps it. Embry, here he goes. Embry has it down on the right-hand side. Gets it knocked off his stick. Battle along the wall. Denzin now has possession. Denzin cycles it back down low to Embry. Embry tries to step to the middle, but he gets that knocked off of his stick. They get possession. Kaminsky has it. He's coming up the wall. And continues the back check. And Mikulski's got to take this one here. And he's not able to catch him, but Wesley's up to the task to make that save. Embry has it. He moves it. And Bigby's able to stop that. And they pull it back in their zone. Denzin puts pressure on him. Comes back to Huey. Huey has possession. Mikulski has it. He sends an indirect pass. Tried to hit Denzin, but and Mikulski sends it back down low. And they come the other side. And Drabicki now has it. Drabicki has possession. Losing possession, and he's able to keep it in. Had a lot of zone time. I think we only have to cut half the ice right now. But that will go for an icing call with 5:38 remaining in the period. So Spencer out here to take the face off with Davis and... Oh, no, actually, I think Plon's going to take this face-off. Or is that Drabicki? I'm sorry, Drabicki. With Reed and Ruiz. And they win the face-off. They just send it right up their side. Ruiz has it. He turns it over. But Reed's able to get possession. Reed pulls back to his zone. He comes back behind the net. He throws a little backhand for Drabicki. And that's going to be an indirect pass-off. Davis is not able to. Drabicki's able to keep it in his stick. He takes a shot, and he rips one top shelf. And with 5:14 to go in this period, and that'll pick up a 2-goal lead here for Honda. 5:14 remaining here in this period. Goals by Chase Reed and Ethan Drabicki. Quick little wrist shot just above the goaltender's glove. And they win that face-off. That comes back into Sellers. Sellers has it. He rims it over to the far side to Flores. Flores over to Plant. Plant hits Siebert coming up this side. Siebert has the guy going to the net. He rims one off the post. And that comes out for Bigby to go the other way. Bigby sends it the length. And just out of their reach, and they move it down low. Shot blocked by Wade. Come down here, Flores sends it far side. Plant has possession, he slows it down, he hits Siebert again. Same play that they just did 20 seconds ago. but Siebert's not able to get a shot off on that. Plante stops that play from coming out of his zone. He sends a backhander that tries to get Siebert going to the net. Siebert has possession. He pulls a little toe drag, pulls it in. Plante's going to take he had a one-timer take shot, but it looked backdoor pass to Kaminsky. It just couldn't handle it. Didn't get to him. Huey has possession. Huey moves it over to Mikulski. Mikulski moves it up to Schoen. Schoen has it, and he drops it over to Plante. Plante takes the shot. He's got Kaminsky going, and Bigby's coming back the other way. Bigby's has not a lot of speed coming up, and Schoen puts pressure on the back check. Mikulski now gets it. He turns it over. He has it. He carries the puck up the ice. He comes into the offensive zone. He pulls up, slows down. He hits a Patty Thomas. He had it on his stick, and I think it was just out of his reach. And we're going to go back down for an icing with 3:39 to go in this period. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off here with 3:39 to go. Spencer's in to take the face-off. A couple guys playing a little. And Bigby's able to control that off the face-off. They move it over here to the far side. Ruiz pinching down hard. Ruiz moves it back down to Spencer. Spencer has possession. He cuts back one more time, spins it over to Schoen. Schoen protects that puck. He now decides to walk out. He has it on his backhand. He sends it down low to Spencer. Spencer has it. He throws it out to Reed. Reed has possession. He moves it up to Schoen. Schoen over to Ruiz. Ruiz falls down, so he just decides to send it down low to Patty Thomas. Thomas sends it back down to Spencer. Spencer has it and comes back over to the far side to Reed. Reed back down low. And that's going to be a deflection here. Spencer tries to jump around his guy. Schoen now in on the battle down low. I think the offensive zone time here today has been about, we played 14 minutes. I think we're at about 13 in the Bigby zone here. And the only way they can get that out is that they send that the length of the ice for an icing. Sorry, folks. 2:35 remaining here. Fingers are cold, so didn't start right away. And Bigby's able to control that face-off. They come here on the other side, and Seller stands his guy up. Wesley out to play it. Wesley plays it to the far side to Denson. Denson's able to get it out and just throw it up the ice to the other team, Bigby. And they're coming back down in his zone. Flores steps up at the blue line. Denson throws in a hit. Sellers goes back behind to get it. Sellers sends a backhand. It's just eye off of his stick. And Wade now has possession. Sellers is in there battling. Flores sends his guy into the bench. And we have... looks like we are going to go shorthanded here for number 14, Ryan Sellers, into the box. 2 minutes for elbowing. So that, in fact, is a 2-minute penalty for elbowing. Kaminsky in to take the face-off. Minute 53 to go. Kaminsky wins that draw. And that's going to go low to high here. They take a shot. That gets through. Ruiz now has possession. Ruiz decides he's going to skate up through the middle of the ice. He opens up. He opens up one more time. Continues to drive wide. He has an Ethan Drabicki in the slot. And Drabicki just misses that one. He had it on his stick. Tried to pull it in. Changed the angle. And it came off of his stick. That comes over to Reed. Reed's and Kaminsky's going to send that the length of the ice for a whistle with 1:18 to go in this game. Or first period. 2-0 victory, Honda over Bigby. We'll have Plant out here with Siebert, Flores, Mikulski on this kill. If Bigby doesn't score here, this will carry over into the second period, not by many seconds. 8. But they get possession here off the faceoff. They take a quick shot. And that goes to the far side. Mikulski's over there. He pressures. He pulls it back off of his guy. And Plant's able to chip it back. Mikulski peels away. He battles, wins that one, and sends it out. And they're able to get it out. Mikulski moves it to Flores. Flores sends it out to goes back the other way. We have 50 seconds to go here in this period. And Bigby now carries it up the ice. They try to get through everybody, but a stick by Plant or Siebert. And Plant's able to send it. And they go to the far side, decide to cut back, and come back down here in their zone. Cuts back there on Plant, hits the guy in the middle. Mikulski has possession. He just gets it out of danger and into the neutral zone for Siebert to try and chip one. He's not able to chip one, and they chip that one past Mikulski. Takes a shot on Wesley, bad angle shot, able to get it. Then Davis makes it, stops that. Plant pulls back with it. He's going to draw a penalty, and we are going to have, with 1.6 seconds to go, we are going to go 4-on-4 and put Honda. Is he going to pull the goaltender with an offensive zone face-off with 1.6 seconds to go? .6 seconds is not going to make it the length of the ice. Try to pull the goaltender, but Spencer's in to take the face-off. He's setting up Ruiz. Ruiz they do get a shot off on that, but nobody was driving it in net. So I think I just figured out how to do the smart way of, I just reset the clock, and that kept my time up. So it's the end of the first period. Victory Honda 2, Bigby 0. Goals from Chase Reed and Ethan Drabicki. All right, we're back here, live action. Live, and I use that term loosely since we don't have good Wi-Fi, and they control it. Here comes Drabicki, and we have our first power play of the game. And then Reed sends it out to Ruiz. Ruiz hits Kaminsky coming off the ice, or off the bench. Davis loses an edge and goes down. That comes out to Reed. Reed has possession. He moves it over to Drabicki. Drabicki doesn't have the shot. Moves it back up top to Reed. Reed has it. He walks the line, takes a shot, and that one will sneak in. And I'm not exactly sure how that went in, but it did with 16:25 to go. I don't know who got the tip in front, or maybe Reed got it. Goaltender's not able. I don't know what happened in my power play, but that doesn't really matter because they scored anyways on the power play. So Reed's second goal of the game. And Honda's up 3-0. They win the face-off. Back to Sellers. Sellers has possession. He was looking wide side, but now he sends it in. And Patty Thomas has to go after it. Thomas is able to have possession and tries to pull up off half the wall. Sellers has it, moves it over to Flores. Flores takes a shot, and that's going to be in the back of the net. With 16:01, I believe that went through the goaltender's 5-hole, and we're up 4-0 right now. Wade in here to take the face off. There's Pont and Siebert, I believe. Flores is able to hold the line pinch, and Bigby's able to get into the Honda zone. But they can't get more than 3 feet inside, and here comes Pont. Pont cuts to the middle with a little jab step to the middle, and that goes off of the skate. And they come up to it. And a little miscommunication between the two of them. And they take a shot, and that goes off the post. Communication between the two defensemen there was lacking, and either one knew who to get the puck, but here comes Plont. Plont hits the streaking, and it goes in the back of the net for Wade with 15:24 to go in this second period. Wade from Plont go up 5-0. Kaminsky, Denson, Embry, and Bigby wins that faceoff. Over to Huey. Huey spins back. He sends it, tries to send it cross ice to his D partner on the backhand, which wasn't really much of a play. And Embry now has it. Embry has it. It comes to the wide side into the offensive zone. Takes a shot. That comes over here to the near side corner. And Huey now has possession. Huey gives it to his D partner. Mikulski stutter steps, pulls it back here, tries to send it back up the wall, and sends it far side to Huey. Huey now has possession, moves it up to Embry. Embry chips one up to try to hit Denson. And they're going to come back in and send it in a bouncer over Wesley's glove. Mikulski puts a hit on his player, and Huey tries to go off, and Denson's now going to get possession. He tries to hit Embry. That's behind him. And we're going to get a shorthanded here with 14:26 to go. We're going to go with Isaac Embry to the box. Isaac Embry to the box with a tripping penalty. So that play is going to come back down to the right of Wesley. 14:26 remaining in the second period. 5-0 Honda. Spencer in to take the draw. Bigby wins that face-off. They send a high bumper pass to their guys and high in the zone, and that's going to come out of play and stay in the zone. Reed tries to flip that one up, but comes out of play. So it'll come back to the left of Wesley. And they'll have Drabicki in to take this draw on his backhand. And they're able to get possession and get it out. Spencer chips that one forward. He keeps his feet moving. He's battling through. Then coming over here to the near side, Drabicki puts pressure back, and Reed shuts that play down. He turns it and throws it up the ice, and another ball bouncing off his skates and back into the Honda zone. Ruiz, Reed is over there. Here comes Spencer. Spencer's coming up the ice. Puck's bouncing, rolling on him. Coming through 6 inches of snow along the benches there. And Drabicki's down behind the net. Drabicki's putting pressure on. Minute 12 to go here on Bigby's power play. They just throw it out and send it to Reed. Reed sends it over here to Drabicki. Drabicki sends it in backhand down behind the net. 1 minute to go in this power play. They stretch the ice. They come up and try to hit through. Patty Thomas is able to stop that. Ben Davis now has it. He now carries in his zone. He's trying to hit a Patty Thomas going to the net, but that doesn't get through. So Sellers has to come back and get it. Sellers has possession. He tries to throw D to his partner. The first time, it works the second time. They go indirect off the boards to Thomas. And here comes Davis. Davis is carrying the puck through the zone. He tries to go inside out, loses possession, and just trying to run some time off this clock. Bigby has it. They're able to come through the zone. They come up through the neutral zone, and they just flip one high up over Sellers' head and go get it themselves. They go streaking net. Nobody's picking up sticks going to the net. They get a nice shot, but Wesley's up to the pass and make that save. And here's Patty Thomas. He gets hooked, and he's going to draw a penalty. And we will have, with 12:25 to go, two minutes for hooking. Get up our power play. My board doesn't have it. Power play right here for Honda. So we'll have Spencer out here with Schoen and Thomas, Mikulski, and Embry. Schoen has it. He wins it out to Embry. Embry has it. Mikulski walks the line. He tries to sneak one back door to Schoen, but not hard enough pass. Spencer now has possession. Spencer rolls up the half wall. He takes a shot. That goes off of the glove and out of play. $12:10 remaining here in the second period. 1:46 to go in this power play. Same unit stays out. Spencer wins that. Back to Mikulski. Mikulski walks the line. He hits Spencer. Spencer drops down to Schoen. Schoen's going to try to walk out. That goes off of a few sticks. And back into Spencer. Spencer moves it up to Schoen. Schoen up to Mikulski. Mikulski has it. He takes a shot. That goes off of somebody and down low. Spencer now has possession. Spencer's going to walk it up top to Mikulski. Mikulski's going to slip one to Spencer. Spencer now has it. He walks to the middle, takes a shot, and that's a glove save. 11:36 remaining. 1:12 on the power play. We have Wade, Plant, Siebert, Sellers, Flores out here on the second part of this power play. Face-off's won by Wade. Well, good possession. Wade will have it. He moves it up top to Sellers. Sellers walks the line. He throws it back to Wade. Wade walks in. He tries to hit Pond on the back door there with a stick just out of his reach. And it comes back behind the net. And we have out of the zone, and here comes Sellers. Sellers will get possession. He pulls up, goes the far side. He gives it to Wade. Wade comes through the zone. He gives it back to Sellers. Sellers comes in the offensive zone, goes the far side. He goes all the way behind the net. He drops it to Wade. Wade stutter steps there, throws it over to Sellers. Sellers fakes that, moves it over to Flores, who just peels that one off of his stick. They move it out to Sellers. Sellers over to Flores, and that goes just wide. Sellers has possession again. He hits Plant in the slot, and Plant scores to make this game 6-0 with 10:38 to go. Plant scores from Sellers and Wade, I believe. So 6-0. I'm not exactly sure when they start to run the clock, but in about a minute we'll be going to a intermission. It looks good thing they are doing it this way because both sides of the ice are kind of chewed up from Honda spending so much time in the offensive zone. And they win that face-off, but that's it. That's Denzin's able to get it in, and Kaminsky's after it. Oh, goaltender throws a little elbow to Kaminsky's head, and they take another shot, and that's a goal. 7-0 with 23 to go. I believe Ruiz, I'm not sure Ruiz actually got that. I think it might have been a deflection in front, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll say Ruiz had it. So we're at 7-0. I know there's going to be a running clock now. But probably not until a little bit later on. Face-off gets won again by Honda, and they just send it in. Kaminsky's in on the forecheck. Embry has it. Embry goes low to high out to Reed. Reed walks the line. Reed fakes that shot, takes another shot, and a rebound for Kaminsky. Embry now has it. He mishandles it, and it comes out of the zone for Reed. Reed now moves it over to Embry, who can't handle that one. They come the other side. They pull it back into their zone. They come here to the far side. And Kaminsky was going to play that, but then ended up getting hit, a little nudge from behind. So he lost his balance. But Ruiz pinches up. He steps in. He's got Embry, Ruiz, and Kaminsky, or Denzin. Being out unselfish at 7-0. Take that shot. And we have Ruiz. Ruiz sends a high flip up here to Embry. Embry's coming back through. He tries to jump over top. And Denzin's in on the forecheck. Denzin has possession. He tries to spin it up the wall, but nobody's there. Reed now has possession. He moves it far side to Davis. Davis was going to throw a nice little soft one to Spencer, but Spencer wasn't reading that one. But they come back behind the net. Mikulski will have possession. Mikulski moves it up to Denzin. Denzin has it. He enters the zone. Spencer knocks it out of midair, and then he tries to go backhand on the goaltender. Spencer spins off of his guy. Spencer still with possession. Spencer moves it up. They try to hit Trubicki in the slot with a nice save, and Spencer comes in, and I thought he scored that one. That's going to come up here to this side, and they go to the far side. Not able to. They just go laterally. That gets turned over to Huey. And somebody just tries to, Trubicki's jumping in. He's got Mikulski driving to the net. Mikulski tries to go between the legs with him. And goaltender's there to make the save. So at the next whistle break, we will have an ice cut. And there's your whistle right there with 8:09. It looks like Trubicki's going to go to the box. 68. Trubicki is going to go to the box to start this period. Start this next period. No. Didn't see what the penalty is, but we'll put that power play up on the board. And we'll be back in live action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live for the third period here between Victory Honda and Bigby. Honda's up 7-0. I can't even remember everybody that scored. So, and then, but they're going to start this second half of this second period shorthanded with Ethan Trubicki taking a penalty. I don't know if it was a roughing call or an elbow, or not exactly sure, but Trubicki will be sitting in the box for 2 minutes. Play will come down here to the right of Wesley. Kaminsky in to take the face-off. With Schoen, Flores, and Sellers. And that will end that power play rather quickly. So we'll go to 4-on-4 hockey. That took 4 seconds of a Big B power play. Pretty quick. Roughing penalty there, so 4-on-4 hockey here on a fresh sheet of ice in a 7-0 hockey game. Fans are just rolling back in. And Kaminsky's able to get it. He moves it up here to Flores. Flores takes a shot. Schoen's not there for the, or he is there for the rebound, but not, gets kicked away by the goaltender. Bigby comes here the other way. They come inside out on Flores. Flores keeps him to the outside. He sends his guy for a ride, but he's kept his balance. Good for him. And Schoen has possession. 3-on-3 coming back into Schoen. Schoen throw a little stick handle right between the skates. Mikulski has it. He goes down the wall. He sends it back down deep. Back down for Kaminsky. Kaminsky loses an edge. And Bigby decides to cut back behind their net. Kaminsky puts a check on. Here comes Plante. Plante's coming down 16-on-16 there. They turn the puck over. And it comes out of the zone. And Huey tries to throw a little poke check. He's not able to get it. So they'll come into the zone and Mikulski will go back for it. Mikulski has possession. He sends it the length of the ice on a nice crisp pass up to Kaminsky. Kaminsky takes the shot, and that is whistle, no whistle. Now we finally have a whistle. Yeah, not sure if the referee is, the goaltender put it in his glove. He showed the referee. I think he wanted to hand it to him, but no whistle right away. So we'll have Plante out here to take the face-off. He goes forward. Embry takes it. And that's going to come back up to Mikulski here on the near side. Mikulski takes a quick shot, and that's gloved. Goaltender's got a... We have a new goaltender in here for the second half of this game. This is a different one than earlier on. So they did switch up, and I would suggest staying away from the low glove hand side on this goaltender. He's pretty good. That puck comes back to Mikulski, moves it over to Huey. Huey's not able to handle the pass. It goes underneath of his stick. Plante's in on it. Plante sends it down low. It comes back out to Mikulski. Mikulski tries to take a shot. And that, Mikulski actually was looking to hit Embry down low, but that ended up hitting a stick and going high up in the air, and the goaltender was able to make that save. So Thomas in to take the face-off. Thomas wins that back to Ruiz. Ruiz over to Reed. Reed has it, moves it over to Ruiz again. He doesn't get that through. Patty Thomas down low. He moves it up top. Thomas has it, opens up, loses it, but is able to stop it from coming back. Ruiz has possession and moves it over to Reed. There goes Victory Honda's power play. That is a solid 3-second power play. And that's over, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So 6:05 remaining here in the second period. That's going to come back to the left of Wesley with an icing. Ben Davis in to take your face off. And Bigby wins it, but Patty Thomas is able to get a stick. He moves it over to Tommy Spencer, who tries to jump him 3-4 times. Reed takes a shot, and that is another whistle with 5:55 to go. Looks like Davis is going to get thrown out for the face-off. Spencer in to take it. Spencer does win it, but Bigby comes through, and now Honda now has possession. Patty Thomas sends it. Spencer does a nice little drop pass to Davis. And we'll have another whistle. 5:45 to go. Thomas takes that shot. That doesn't get through. Bigby has it behind their net. Spencer finishes off his check. Thomas in down low. Thomas is, here comes Bigby. Ben Davis he lets him come up the middle of the ice. And Spencer now has possession. Moves it to Sellers. Sellers tries to go over to Flores. Back to Thomas. And over here to Davis. Sellers then just goes high off the glass as he had some pressure. Spencer pickpockets his guy. He moves it to the middle of Sellers. Sellers takes a shot. And not in net. And I apologize because I was not moving. I was watching. And they come down the length of the ice and send it back down behind the net. Sellers goes back to get it. Flores has it. He almost turns it over. He spins it back up and tries to hit Embry. There comes out the Bigby shot, or a point. They take a shot. Wesley steers that to the point. They come back up top to the point. He takes a shot. Wesley makes that save with 4:38 to go in the second period. The nice thing about playing early in the morning is, well, you're done for the day, and we had better ice this morning. It's not so wet as it gets throughout the day with all the ice cuts and all the warm bodies coming in and out of the rinks. That face off, that's chipped out. Here comes Denson. Denson's got Wade on a 2-on-1. Denson takes a short side shot, and that's blockered away. That comes out to Huey. Huey's not able to, it was out of his reach. So they come back the other way. Mikulski just chips it up to Denson. Denson takes a hit, but tries to get the puck out. Denson now has possession. He tries to get his way out and is battle along the boards. Wade now has possession. Wade sends it to Denson. Denson has it. He tried to throw it into Siebert. Siebert wasn't really looking. They go low to high to Huey. Huey tries to give it over to Mikulski, and he's not able to handle it. They come back the other way, and they take a shot that goes high over the net and hits the glass. They're back to Denson. They're just trying to chip it. Guys aren't really skating through pucks right now. They're just trying to chip him and go around. And Bigby now has possession. They come up the zone. Mikulski throws a little stick in that way, intercepts that one, and that'll come out of the zone. And that'll play will come back down here to in the Bigby zone. Denson putting pressure on his guy. Denson knocks him, or is that Kaminsky that knocks him down, or Denson? Back to Huey. Huey takes that shot. That's on the blocker. And that's the length of the ice for an icing. .307 to go here in this second period. I'm hoping we have a running clock going to the third. Take the face off. Kaminsky tried to hit Ruiz, who's sliding down. Puck's along the boards here. Waiting for it to pop out. Pops out to Plant, who gives it to Schoen and not able to get out. Ruiz now has possession. He takes a shot. It's a high stick. They're going to call that a high sticking on the puck, and that will come down the other end of the ice. 2:40 remaining here in the second period. Bigby wins that face-off. Not able to get possession, and here we go. We have Schoen and Plant coming down on a 2-on-1. Schoen with the puck, pulls up. He tries to hit Plant. Kaminsky now has it. He tries to go out to Reed. Doesn't go, and it goes the length of the ice. Wesley plays it over to Reed. Reed has it. He comes up the near side. He gets body to the boards, and Kaminsky's in there to play it. Ruiz is able to come out with it. Ruiz has it. He dishes it outside to Schoen. Schoen hits the streaking Ruiz, going back to the net. Ruiz now has possession. He's getting pressured and has to pull it out, keep it possession, and moves it back out to Reed. Reed hits it and gets it off of Kaminsky's stick, and then Kaminsky down there to take the body. He pins his guy along the boards. Here's Embry. Embry has possession. Embry now has it. He cuts back up the far side. He sends it back down low to Davis, who turns it over to the other team. Davis now has it. He pulls it in, and he gets knocked off the puck. Denzin now has possession. Denzin goes high to Flores. Flores takes that shot, and that's a goal by Embry. With 1:22 to go, Embry takes the rebound from Flores on that goal. 8-0 Honda. No more going to the bench there for Sully's. Honda wins that face-off. That comes to Sellers. Sellers sends it in deep. Here comes O'Shong's side here to Davis. Long now has possession. Out to Sellers. Sellers takes a shot, and that is a save by Big Beast goaltender. 1:09 remaining here in the period. Davis in to take the face-off. And Big B and quick whistle. 3 seconds off the clock. Puck's down. Kubicki picks it up. He moves it to Sellers. Kubicki back down behind the goal line. Got 2 battles. Embry's going to come in and help. 1 minute to go, or 53 seconds to go. Sellers has it. He takes a quick shot. Doesn't get through to the net, and that comes out. Flores is able to send it in. And we're going to come back down the other way, and that's out of play. With 38 seconds to go. I'm not sure how that went out of play, but I'm not sure why my thing's coming unloose too. Face off down. Comes up the board. Mikulski just throws that one back down behind the net for Siebert. Siebert's not able to control it. And that comes up to Huey. Huey gets it over to Spencer. Spencer has possession. He stutter steps. He gets hit, knocked down to the ice, and that gets out, but not behind Mikulski. Thomas in on there, and Spencer. That comes back out here to Mikulski. Mikulski takes that, cuts inside out, takes his far side, possesses the puck, throws it in on net, and that goes off of a couple of gloves, sticks, helmets, not exactly sure. And that is the end of the period. I did not start the clock there. I'm trying to figure out my tripod, why it keeps loosening up on me. You guys a little dizzy there. 8-0 at the end of the period, end of the second, going to the third. I'm hoping we have running clock going to the third. My color guy today is Jamie Spencer. And is he going to give me the update on, is we going to have a running clock in this third? No? Come on, it cuts my job down in half if I don't have to start and stop the clock. So, starting this third period, we have Wade, Plant, Denson, Mikulski, Huey. Plant wins that face-off back. Huey goes back to get it. Huey goes far side to Mikulski. Mikulski hits Plant. Plant hits Wade. Coming down the lane. Just under his stick, he tries to jump over his guy. And that's going to come out. Huey's not able to keep it in. Mikulski's going to get possession. He stops, cuts back, and tries to hit Wade. Mikulski comes back forward. He cuts back. Goes backhand. Tries to throw it to his D partner. Plant now has it. Plant sends it backhand. Back over to Huey. Huey tries to get it up to Wade. Forward battle. Bigby almost comes out with it. And they move it over to the far side to Denson. Denson has it. He takes a shot in front. And he tries to put that one high up over top. Gets tripped along the way. Plant now has possession. Plant tries to send it to Reed. Wade now has it down below the goal line. Plant now with it. Wade has possession. Moves it up to Reed. Down for Kaminsky. Kaminsky knocks his guy off the puck. He moves it into Plant. Plant takes a quick shot. That's saved by the goaltender. Wade now has possession here in the offensive zone. Wade sends a bad angle shot from the corner. And Bigby's now behind their net. They try to come up and they wave that one off as that bounces past Reed. Ruiz now has possession. Shown. Davis tries to move it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky's down on it. He's first to the puck. He wanted it first. Reed moves it. Takes another shot from Reed on the one-timer. Good save by the Bigby goaltender. It comes over here on the near side. Reed just throws another one towards the net. Doesn't get through. And Davis now has it. Davis moves it over to Ruiz. Ruiz takes that. And a big save again. Schoen has it. Schoen stops behind the net. He tries to hit Davis out in front. Davis goes low to high to Ruiz. Ruiz takes a shot. Tips by a Bigby stick into the corner. Kaminsky's first to the puck. He's down there with Schoen. And they're going to send that down, and that goes into Wesley's stick. Wesley moves it, chips it up to Reed. And back out here, and here comes Kaminsky with it now. Kaminsky has possession, and Davis is able to come in, takes that shot, he goes high over the net. And it comes out. Sellers now has possession. Sellers decides to keep it. And Sellers takes a quick shot, and that's directed to the corner by a pad of Bigby's goaltender. Bigby now has possession. And they're not able to get past the red line as Javicki now comes in. He pulls it in. He stays down low, cuts back. He hits far side. He hits Schoen, who I believe probably may have gone off the crossbar or save. Sellers now has possession and sends it in. Oh, we are running clock. I like that. Yeah. So we will have a running clock here. And face-off gets one by Honda. Sellers cuts back, throws it over to Flores. Flores has it, he chips it into Embry. Embry now has possession, or didn't have possession, he just chipped it in. And Bigby's going to go behind the net and set up. They come over here to the near side corner, try to get the streaking guy coming through the middle. He has possession with a little bit of speed, comes down, throws it to the net, and almost converted on that 2-on-2. Sellers is in there with Flores, and we're going to have a whistle. I'm almost used to touching the button. Come back down the into Victory Honda zone. Patty Thomas going to take the face-off. Bigby wins it. Take a shot. Wesley steers that to the corner. Mikulski's getting hooked to the puck. He's still battling. And Spencer has it. He throws one up, and Mikulski has possession. Mikulski moves it over to Huey. Huey throws it to the far side, back to Plante. Plante comes in, throws it to the goal, into the referee's skate. We get pucks get loose on our puck possession here. Spencer gets that one stripped off of his stick. Huey moves it over to Plante. Plante just turns in and dumps it in. There comes into the far corner. Patty Thomas now has possession and gets it. Comes out to Huey. Huey has it. Moves it back down to Patty Thomas, who can't handle it cleanly. Thomas bumps off of his guy and come up the zone, and Plante's over to protect. Spencer drives to the net, takes a shot on the backhand, and we still have no stoppage of play. Stoppage of play, but no stop clock. 10:25 remaining. 8-0 Honda. Shown in to take the face off with Kaminsky and Davis. Davis wins it, or Davis has possession. Davis sends it down low Kaminsky sends it down low to Davis. Davis is carrying the puck on the far side. He gets knocked off of his feet. And it comes up. Shum's able to stop him. Ruiz is able to keep that in. Reed's able to keep it in play and send it in on the goaltender, who gloves it and moves it down to his defense partner. Comes back out to Reed. Reed hits Schoen. Schoen's not able to handle that on the backhand. Reed pinches down. He throws it backhand in the middle to Davis. Davis is trying to hit Kaminsky coming off the side. Kaminsky has possession. He hits Davis. Davis tried to slip that one to Schoen, but was not able to. He was not able to slip it back to Schoen as it got knocked off of his stick. But I felt like I knew what he was trying to get to. So we'll have Embry in here with 9 minutes to go. Take a face off. Jabicki moves it out to Sellers. Sellers throws a shot. He just misses the net. Because the goaltender thought he had that in his glove and looked behind him after he heard the noise of the boards. And Flores is able to knock his guy off the puck. Moves it up to Wade. Wade has possession. He moves it over to Embry. Embry now has it. Embry comes behind the net. He moves it to Wade. Wade just throws that one behind. And Bigby's able to get out of the zone. They don't have numbers, but they chip that through Sellers' stick and down. Sellers finishes off his check in the corner. Wade has it. He takes a hit along the boards and comes out here in the neutral zone. They go D to D. And not able to handle it cleanly. And Embry's putting pressure down. Bigby's now steps out, and I believe that was Denzin that sent it the other way. Bigby's now in. Denzin looks like he's going to have I think he laid up on that one, so he didn't. Be an offsides play. We'll have Patty Thomas in here to take the face-off. Thomas wins that back to Huey. Huey gets it. Huey sends it high off the glass into the zone behind the net. Denzin's in on the forecheck. And they get back up top. Huey now has it. He sends it back down low. Patty Thomas now has it down behind the net. Thomas is able to still keep puck protection. He has it. Tried to spin out of the corner with that shot with a pass from Denzin. They try to come to the far side. That goes off of Siebert. And come the other way. And Siebert putting pressure on it and allows Bigby to come over here and now send it in. Mikulski has it. He cuts back and sends it over to Siebert, or over to Huey. Huey then gets it and moves it over to Denzin. Denzin just gets that one out of the zone. Comes here to the far side. That jumps over a stick. Mikulski has possession. Mikulski slips through and comes the other way. Still with possession of the puck. He pulls up in the offensive zone, sends it down low to Patty Thomas. Patty Thomas he had Spencer going to the net and just misses him. And here comes, they send it. They're going to wave that one off. Ruiz goes back to get it. He has pressure. He moves it up the ice here and tries to chip it. And here comes Tommy. Just almost slips that through his skates, knocks his guy off the puck. He gets possession and still battles down behind the net. Spencer still has possession. Now he gives it to Plante. Plante's able to walk out. Plante takes a shot. He hits Tommy behind the net. Tommy makes a good save behind the net. So Plante now has possession, throws it in on net, and the goaltender will take this and shut her down and waste some time off the clock as we go to a face-off here to the left of Bigby's goaltender. Face off by Schoen. Nice little tic-tac-toe passing play right there. That almost got to Tommy here. Sellers puts a big hit on his guy as they throw a little body contact with one another. Moves it in. That just healed off by Spencer's stick. They pull it back. Try to go behind their net with it. And try to set something up. They're not able to get it much set up. So Schoen shows the far side to Reed. Reed tries to hit a Plante on the back door, and he puts that off of his heel as well. That comes out here in the neutral zone. Reed gloves that one down, moves it over to Ruiz. Ruiz has it on the far side, dumps one in. Schoen now has possession, or had possession, and they come out, but they don't have numbers when they enter the zone. They have a lot of back pressure by Victory Honda, and therefore Bigby doesn't have numbers. So Plante has possession. Plante moves it over to Sellers. Sellers takes one. Just goes short side high off the glass, and that play will end up outside in the zone. Plante decides he's going to cut back. He moves it over, and Sellers just sends it. A little quick deflection into the zone for Davis. Now has to go back, get pressure. Here comes Embry. He goes up in front and set up their 1-2-2 and let Bigby try to get out of the zone. Let's see if we can get some numbers. They'd send it up the length of the ice, not getting much zone pressure. And that puck is along the boards for Davis. Davis now chips it to Embry. And I don't know exactly what we were doing on that one as we stepped in offsides. But that'll take you down to 3 minutes just about by the time this puck gets dropped again. We'll have 3 minutes on the weekend. Face-off one there by Embry. Sellers sends it down the length of the ice. Bigby goes back behind it. They have to find it. Excuse me. Sellers pinching down. Sellers now protects it, tries to spin it and throw it to Kaminsky, doesn't get through. And Davis puts pressure on him. Bigby now has it in the corner. Sellers has it. He protects, he spins off. He's able to keep possession. He takes a shot and comes across from Embry to Flores. Flores has it. He takes a shot. That goes off the butt end of the goaltender stick. We have the guy in the slot just missing him. Flores has it. He takes a shot. Kaminsky now gets knocked off puck. And Nolan has it in his skates. Nolan's trying to walk up the half wall with it, and it comes into his skates. And we're going to have a whistle with 1:54 to go here in the running clock. And we will have Wade, Drabicki, Thomas, Mikulski, Huey out here with 1:40 to go. Assuming this will come outside the zone. Looks like Thomas is going to take this face-off. He wins it. And Mikulski sends it into the far near side corner and rims it all the way around to Wade. Wade has Patty Thomas down low. Thomas Drabicki can't come out with it. This Bigby defenseman decides he's going to skate over the puck. Mikulski moves it to Drabicki. Drabicki has it in his skates, and they move it back down. Here comes Mikulski with it. Mikulski tries to hit Wade, and that's just off of his stick. That comes behind the net with 49 seconds to go in this game. Mikulski overskates that one, but Honda has numbers. And they chip it out, and here comes Patty Thomas. Patty Thomas into the offensive zone. He pulls up, tries to spin, he gets hit by Bigby defenseman who just another board battle along the wall that we just send it back down behind the net. And they move it up here in indirect pass with 15 seconds to go. Huey goes back to get the puck. Huey moves it over here to Denson. And that'll wrap up this game here with an 8-0 victory for your Victory Honda 16U team. 8-0 Honda over Bigby, which will wrap up the weekend. And put the boys on a 3-0 on the weekend for a Maha weekend. But next weekend they'll be playing their first home games of the year. They have Ohio Blue Jackets coming in for a 2-game, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. For those that are not able to make it, we should be tuning live at 12:30 on Saturday against the Ohio Blue Jackets, and Sunday morning at 8 a.m. bright and early. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in this weekend. We should have good Wi-Fi next weekend, and then we'll be back in approximately 5 days from here.